Good morning, I'm Sunil Verma. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India continues to make strides in world of manufacturing. Mobile phone exports raced past $5 billion mark in record time. Campaigning concludes for the first phase of assembly polls in Gujarat, voting for 89 assembly seats tomorrow. President Draupadi Murmu to confer the National Sports Awards 2022 at Rashtrapati Bhavan today. Third and final ODI between India and New Zealand underway at Hagley Oval in Christchurch. And in FIFA World Cup, the Netherlands beat Qatar 2-0 while Senegal win against Ecuador 2-1. USA defeat Iran 1-0 and England thrash Wales 3-0. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed happiness over mobile phone exports getting more than double year-on-year in April to October of this fiscal. The mobile phone exports raced past $5 billion mark within 7 months, which is more than double of $2.2 billion that India clocked in the same period of last year. In reply to a tweet of Minister of State for Electronics and IT, Rajiv Chandrasekhar, in this regard, Mr. Modi said that India continues to make strides in the world of manufacturing. It is expected that at the current pace, exports from India will surpass the entire fiscal year 22 figure by early December itself and end fiscal year 23 in the $8.5 to $9 billion range. The country had exported mobile phones worth $5.8 billion in the fiscal year 22. Backed by the Production-Linked Incentive PLI scheme, Apple and Samsung contribute over 90% of India's mobile phone exports. According to industry body India Cellular and Electronics Association, as exports grow, India has also reduced dependency on mobile imports to around 5% in fiscal year 22 from as high as 78% in 2014-15. India aims to export $60 billion of cell phones by 2025-26. The PLI scheme has attracted the world's largest mobile phone companies such as Apple to expand operations and set up new bases in India. The government e-marketplace GEM platform has crossed 1 lakh crore rupees gross merchandise value till yesterday for the financial year 2022-2023. GEM is an online platform for public procurement in India, which was launched in August 2016 with the objective of creating an open and transparent procurement platform for government buyers. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has termed it as excellent news, saying that GEM is a game changer when it comes to showcasing Indian entrepreneurial zeal and furthering transparency. Lauding all those who are displaying their products on this platform, Mr. Modi asked others to do the same. Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal has said that the Prime Minister's vision of democratized and transparent public procurement has created a platform which has emerged as a trusted partner for businesses, especially micro, small and medium enterprises. In Gujarat, voting will be held for 89 constituencies of Saurashtra, Kutch and South Gujarat in the first phase of polling tomorrow. More than 2 crore 39 lakh voters will decide the fate of 788 candidates in this phase. The Election Commission has made all necessary arrangements to ensure free and fair elections. Here is a report.
A total of 25,430 polling booths have been set up in the 19 districts that will go for polling tomorrow. Each constituency will have 1 eco-friendly, 1 model polling booth and 1 polling booth manned by Divyang people. There will be 611 Sakhi polling booths where all the polling and police staff will be women, while 18 Yuva polling booths will be manned by young staff. There will be some unique polling booths in this phase, including the one inside the Gir forest for a lone voter, another one at shipping container and yet another on an island in Arabian Sea. Voter information slips have been distributed in all the poll-bound districts. With Sushil Chandra Tiwari and Manas Pratim Sharma, Aparna Khund, AR News, Ahmedabad.
Meanwhile, poll campaigning has been intensified in central and north Gujarat, which will go for polling in the second phase on the 5th of next month. The counting of votes for Gujarat and Himachal Pradesh Assembly elections is scheduled to be taken up on the 8th of December. President Draupadi Murmu attended the civic reception hosted in her honour by the Haryana government at Raj Bhavan in Chandigarh last evening. Addressing the gathering, the President acknowledged the contribution of Haryana in various fields such as politics, space science, sports, food security of the country, industrial production, service sector and defence. She said that with the area of less than 1.4% and population of less than 2% of the country, Haryana has been contributing immensely in the overall development of the country. Farmers of this state have made invaluable contributions to the food security. She noted that more than 250 Fortune 500 companies have their offices in Gurugram, and this city is called Global City. Concluding her two-day visit, the President will today interact with ASHA workers, women wrestlers, Olympians, other sportspersons as well as girl students. Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia, along with Minister of State for Civil Aviation, General V.K. Singh, retired, inaugurated multiple flights to further expand the connectivity to northeastern region. Enhanced connectivity in the northeastern region will help bolster tourism and trade in the region and contribute to the economic development of the states. Mr. Scindia yesterday virtually flagged off Indigo flight from Itanagar to Mumbai via Kolkata. Alliance Air has also introduced flight services on two routes, Dibrugarh to Itanagar and Zero, as well as Dibrugarh to Itanagar and Pasighat. Mr. Scindia said that in the last 8 years, the Narendra Modi government has given unprecedented priority to the northeastern states. He said, it is the vision of the Prime Minister to provide air connectivity to each corner of the country, and his ministry is working in collaboration with each state to materialize it. Nagaland is all set to host the 23rd Hornbill Festival 2022 at Naga Heritage Village, Kisama, from tomorrow. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar will grace the inaugural function of the 10-day festival as a chief guest. Addressing media persons in Kohima yesterday, Advisor for Tourism, Art and Culture Department, H. Kehovi Yepthami, said all necessary arrangements have been put in place for the celebration and constant monitoring has been undertaken for the successful conduct of the festival. The advisor also informed that 5 crore rupees have been allocated for the 10-day festival. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. India has provided financial assistance of $100 million to Maldives. The assistance is in the form of budgetary support to tide over the difficult economic situation in the archipelago nation. The assistance is being extended without any conditions, and Maldives is free to use it in its economic recovery as it deems fit. Speaking at the handover ceremony virtually, External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar expressed hope that the financial assistance will help Maldives channelize her energies towards rapid economic growth. He added that India's Neighbourhood First and Maldives' India First policies have been special, and together they have delivered results.
The financial assistance being extended today to Maldives in the form of grants, concessional loans, budgetary support and currency swap. The India-Maldives relationship is one based on genuine concern for each other's welfare and interests. Our relationship, rooted in history and yet forward-looking, works to bring tangible benefits to both our peoples. The India-Maldives partnership is truly a model for others to follow.
India will assume the presidency of the G20 for 1 year from tomorrow till the 30th of November next year. During the course of its presidency, India will be holding about 200 meetings in 32 different sectors in multiple locations across the country. The G20 summit to be held next year would be one of the highest profile international gatherings to be hosted by India. The G20 is an intergovernmental forum of the world's major developed and developing economies. President Draupadi Murmu will confer the National Sports Awards 2022 and National Adventure Awards 2021 to the awardees at a function at Rashtrapati Bhavan this evening. Table tennis player Sharat Kamal Achant has been chosen for Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award for 2022. Our correspondent reports that the National Sports Awards are given every year to recognize and reward excellence in sports.
This year, Arjuna Award for Outstanding Performance in Sports and Games will be given to 25 sports persons. They include athletes Seema Punia and Eldhos Paul, shuttlers Lakshya Sen and H.S. Pranay, boxer Nikhat Jareen, hockey player Deep Grace Ikka, weightlifter Vikas Thakur, wrestlers Anshu and Sarita, and para-badminton player Tarun Dhillon. 5 coaches have been chosen for the Dronacharya Award in the regular category and 3 other coaches in the lifetime category. Aswani Akunji and Dharamveer Singh are among the 4 sports persons who have been chosen for Dhyan Chand Award for Lifetime Achievement in Sports Games. 3 entities have been recommended for the Rashtriya Khel Protsahan Puruskar. This year, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad Trophy will be given to Guru Nanak Dev University of Amritsar. Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
In the FIFA World Cup in Group A fixtures, the Netherlands and Senegal have qualified for the round of 16 stage. We have a report.
Qatar became the earliest nation to exit from the group stage of the FIFA World Cup in 92 years. Qatar suffered heartbreaking defeats in all of its 3 group games of the showpiece event. The hosts were defeated by Netherlands by 0-2, whereas by virtue of Ismaila Sarr's penalty and Khalido Koulibaly's second-half strike, Senegal scripted famous win over Ecuador. Now the African country entered the last 16 of the FIFA World Cup with a 2-1 triumph. On the other hand, Group A leaders Netherlands have also entered the last 16. In the aftermath of the infamous Disgrace of Gijon episode, FIFA revised the structure of the group games taking place at the World Cup. That is why Netherlands' match against Qatar and Senegal's clash with Ecuador kicked off at the same time. However, in the midnight episode, Rashford and Phil Foden both scored to put England into the last 16 of the World Cup with a 3-0 victory over Wales. England coach Gareth Southgate opted to add both players in the starting lineup for the team's final Group B match, and they responded with all 3 goals. England will next face Senegal in the round of 16. Wales finished in last place in the group and has been eliminated. In the other Group B game, USA defeated Iran by 1-0 to advance along with the 3 Lions. With Pratyush Ghosh, this is Anupam Mishra, Sports Desk.
Today in the Group D stage, Tunisia will take on France at the Education City Stadium, while Australia will clash with Denmark. In cricket, India was 73 for 2 in 16.4 overs against New Zealand in the third and final ODI at Hagley Oval in Christchurch when the last report came in. The hosts won the toss and decided to field first. And now, over to Weber for today's newspapers.
Thank you, Sunil. RBI to launch a retail digital rupee from December the 1st on trial basis, writes the Asian Age. Vistara to merge into Air India under a deal wherein Singapore Airlines will acquire 25.1% stake, reports the Pioneer. At least 5 servers at AIIMS Delhi hosting data of 3 to 4 crore patients have been infected by cyber attack, disabling online services for a week now, reports the Indian Express. Area under wheat at 4-year high. Government expects a robust output this season, headlines Hindustan Times. And finally, the Tribune reports that BSF women constables in Amritsar sector shot down a Pakistani drone foiling a drug smuggling attempt.
Thank you, Vaibhav. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India continues to make strides in the world of manufacturing. Mobile phone exports raced past $5 billion mark in record time. Campaigning concludes of the first phase of assembly polls in Gujarat. Voting for 89 assembly seats tomorrow. President Draupadi Murmu to confer the National Sports Awards 2022 at Rashtrapati Bhavan today. Third and final ODI between India and New Zealand underway at Hagley Oval in Christchurch. And in FIFA World Cup, the Netherlands beat Qatar 2-0 while Senegal win against Ecuador 2-1, USA defeat Iran 1-0 and England thrash Wales 3-0. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.